Hey boys, what's going on? It's Indy. In this video, I'm going to be going over the 3 common mistakes that I see many healers make. I actually used to make some of these mistakes myself a lot, and I still do sometimes because I do slip. And all I gotta say is that if you make some of these mistakes, it doesn't make you a bad player. It just means that you have some things to work on regarding your gameplay, and you'll see a huge improvement if you do. The 3 things I'm going to cover are clicking arena frames, trinketing CC to get CC, and underestimating your enemy. I'm going to say why they are problems and how you can fix them. So first up is clicking arena frames. It actually surprises me the amount of healers that think clicking arena frames is okay. In RBGs or BGs, you don't really have much of a choice, but in 2v2 and 3v3 arena, it's not optimal. If you click on your frames, the only way you can be able to turn your character at that point is by keyboard turning, because your mouse is being used to target. You want to set it up so that you never have to use your mouse cursor for anything except turning your character. If you have to run behind line of sight mid-cast, you first have to move your cursor away from the frames, and then you can start to steer your character. It may not seem like this is a huge enough of a deal or a huge amount of time, but trust me when I say that every second matters when it comes to line of sighting CC. In this 2s match, for example, the enemy team splits DPS, so later into the game I have to target my rogue as well as target myself at 2 different times. So instead of not being able to steer my character, I just mouse wheel scroll up and down without ever having to let go of the right click to steer. So some of you guys might be thinking, Indy, how do I fix this? And the fix is very simple. Hit escape, click on key bindings. Now edit your keybinds. You can edit your arena frame focus, arena frame target, and party member target keybinds. Start using them in arena. I bind shift 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to focus arena frames 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 respectively. This makes it a lot faster to set focus, and there are some add-ons that can help you set focus with right-clicking, such as Gladius, but you run into the same problem that occurs when you're targeting your allies. You're moving your mouse cursor. Personally, for targeting allies, I like to use mouse wheel scroll up, down, and mouse wheel click to target myself. Alternatively, you can use keybinds such as F1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and a DPS player should also keybind targeting the enemy arena players. The next mistake I'm going to go over is going to be trinketing a CC to get a CC off. This is a common mistake amongst new healers and overzealous DPS. This arena match actually shows me fighting a priest, and I'm trying to get a cyclone off on the priest, but he avoids it with spectral guise, shears, and ranging me. Eventually he spectral guises me one last time and gets a fear off on me. I mongoloid trinket the fear, and I do get the cyclone, but as you can see I will not have a trinket for the rest of the match, and I actually do fall behind quite a lot. Enough to make me actually lose the match. This can be even more punishing than just you wasting your trinket and maybe falling behind. You can even put yourself in a bad position with this. Say you're a priest and you chase a paladin to fear him, but he uses the Hammer of Justice stun on you first. You might want to trinket this stun just to get the fear off, and 90% of the time you really shouldn't do this. In many cases the priest has to overextend to get a fear off and then run back. If you trinket this stun, you may fear the paladin, but you're now in a really bad spot with no trinket. The enemy team can easily switch to you for a kill, or they can get more CC chains off on you. The only time I'd say that it's okay to do this is if your team will guaranteed get the kill if you get that CC off. Even then it's a gamble because it makes you such a viable kill target, or you can even get chain CC'd. So once again, I'm going to cover how to fix this. And this is really not so much of a gameplay problem as it is a mentality problem. You need to learn that it's okay to sit this CC and wait to line up another CC chain on the enemy healer. Next time you go in, you're going to get the CC off because they won't be able to peel you like they did last time, and you're still going to have your trinket in the long run. It's better to be safe than sorry in arena. Don't let that mongoloid mentality take you over. The number 3 mistake is underestimating your enemy. This arena match clip is a perfect example of this. Many times a healer will think that if the enemy team isn't doing a lot of pressure, that they have time to run around and do things other than heal, like pop Heart of the Wild. Next thing you know, you find yourself with no trinket, no hots on your allies, and the enemy team pops cooldowns and does a lot of damage, and you can either fall behind or lose. In this game, I pop Heart of the Wild in order to help my rogue do DPS to the shaman. I underestimated their damage. I trinketed a fear to do more DPS and then noticed that I fell behind. I was able to heal my rogue, but I wasn't able to keep him above 50% for a long time. This is not a situation that you want to put yourself in. In order to fix this, there's a strategy that I like to use in almost every arena situation. Fight the enemy team as if you knew they were 2900 plus rated players. Even if you're at 1800 MMR, play as if your enemies are 2900 plus, because then you will never underestimate a player. Some people like to hold cooldowns or not do damage until a little time has passed, while PvP allows many people to play with many different playstyles and strategies. There is no possible way for one person to know every single strategy, so be cautious and think of every enemy as a threat. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope I was able to help some of you out. Please subscribe to show some support, comment and like or dislike to leave your feedback. Make sure you guys check the description, follow my stream, check out goodgaming.com. Thank you again, guys. This is Indy.
Good Gaming, an e-learning and social networking platform built exclusively for gamers and designed to turn you into an esports champion. We give you the tools, resources, and support to game better. Instructional videos and e-learning guides give you access to powerful strategies and the secrets of the pros so you can dominate your opponents. Our exclusive mercenary system gives you access to personalized support or offer your own services to the highest bidder. And compete in exclusive Good Gaming online tournaments to win cash and prizes. What are you waiting for? Become a Good Gaming member today. Good Gaming, revolutionize your game.